Don't chase it, attract it. Once you've fully saturated your mind with the desire of what you want, it will magnetize to you in ways that will blow your mind. Life is just like Grand Theft Auto. Once you level up your character, everything around you will start to level up. It's so fun. I studied with the famous Bob Proctor for 2 years before he died, and it took my business from 0 to 100,000 a month in 45 days by applying these laws. So by the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to actually track what you want into your life by actually saturating your mind using the law of assumption to level up your life, and it will come to you in effortless ways. What's going on, family? It's your man DeAndre Saxon, back for another video, coming to you from beautiful Dubai. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe below. This channel, I teach men how to level up their life, self-improve in their fitness, in their spirit, and in their mind so they can build the lifestyle that they want, build 7-figure businesses, and go to the next level. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. I was watching your guys' comments, and you guys have been liking this law of assumption content. So we're going to continue in today's video with this one. So as you guys know, we're looking at Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And I wanted to show something to you. A lot of the times we are trying to get things in our life by mere actions. There's 3 paradigms that we have. The having paradigm, which is I want to have it, right? So for example, let's just say we have a phone right here. You're trying to have the phone. And then we have the doing paradigm, which is if I do such thing, then I will have. Right? These are both taking style energies. But what we have to shift into is a being. Who do I need to become in order to have this thing? Once we start having this type of energy, this type of mindset, we can start to elevate. Here's a perfect example. On this video right here, I can't show up as the DeAndre that has 5,000 subscribers. I have to show up as the DeAndre that has 100,000 subscribers. I already see the 100,000 subscribers in my mind. I already see myself holding the plaque. I was just doing a meditation right before this call, and right before this video rather, and I saw it, and I said, who do I need to become in order to do this? How much value do I need to give? What kind of titles? What kind of thumbnails? What kind of energy? What kind of editing? Who do I need to become to the point where people are magnetized to this video, magnetized to this? So once we have this firm mindset, we're going to get away from the mere action, which we will do. It's a dance between action and magnetizing, right? We're going to talk about this, but it's a dance between, okay, yes, you have to go do the action, like I have to make the video, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And that's the biggest difference here. Here's the great secret that's going to separate you from everybody else and start to magnetize your goal. Let's read this right here. When you know what you want, you must deliberately focus your attention on the feeling of your wish fulfilled until that feeling fills the mind and crowds all other ideas out of consciousness. So let's break that down. The first one is understanding what exactly do you want. You have to stick to it. A lot of people, what they do, and I do this myself sometimes, we stick to one vision that we want to manifest for a week, and then we don't see it happening, or we get distracted, and then we move on to the next thing. The only way that this is going to work, where you're going to magnetize what you want, whether it's the money, a girl, the lifestyle, in order to magnetize it, you have to assume that you're that person. But that takes a little bit of time to saturate the subconscious mind. And if you're switching your goal every week, every 2 weeks, you don't have enough time to actually fully saturate the mind. It's like learning a language. Imagine for 1 week you start learning Italian, the next week you jump to French, the next week you learn, Spanish. Like, you're never fully gonna dive deep into that language to fully understand its principles. In the same sense, a lot of mistakes you guys are having is that you're not sticking to that vision, that goal, that affirmation long enough to become saturated into the subconscious mind. As you guys know, whatever's impressed upon the subconscious mind must be expressed, right? We call this in the stick figure, like I'll put an image right here. You have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the body. So the conscious mind, that's controlling your imagination, that's your intellectual mind, but it only controls 5% of your results. Then we have the subconscious mind, which controls 95% of your results because it's based on your emotions and your habits. And your body here, this little one, that's your actions. That's the thing that we can't control, because your body will always act in alignment with the subconscious mind. So what's happening here is it takes a little bit of time and repetition in order to saturate that subconscious mind with the idea of what you want to manifest, so you can start to magnetize it back to you, which I'm assuming you want to do using the law of attraction. But you keep switching your goal too much. Every 2 weeks is not enough. You have to fully saturate it. So that's the first part of that. The next thing here is you have to do it until. That is the word. You have to do it until it becomes part of who you are. Brother, I want you to understand that the way to plant into the subconscious mind is repetition and emotion. Repetition over and over and over and over again. That's how you got planted those ideas and self-image of who you are. That's in your subconscious mind. That was there through repetition, hearing it and seeing it over and over again. And I want you to understand that the language of the subconscious mind, it doesn't speak French or English. It speaks emotion and images. So you have to put emotion behind that word, that affirmation, that vision, that self-image that you want to plant. So let's just say you want to magnetize a better life, as in you want to have a 6-figure business and you want to have a beautiful girlfriend, or you want to start dating multiple girls. So if that's the new self-image that you've written and that's very clear, you have to stick to it long enough until it becomes part of who you are. And that takes a little bit of time, but how do you actually implement that? And here's a good example. Right now, as I'm making this video and every video going forward, I'm consciously showing up as a man that has 100,000 subscribers, right? I'm projecting that. I'm acting like it, thinking like it, moving like that. And what happens is I'm no longer acting like the old version of myself, which was mere regular DeAndre with 5,000 subscribers just 10 minutes ago. But I'm using my conscious mind to say, hey, how would I show up? How would I do these things? And so I start to act, think, and assume I'm that person as I show up in this video. Now, is this the video that might go viral? I don't know. That's not my job to do. That's for the universe. But all I have to do is assume that it's ready, assume that it's done, assume that I'm that person, do it long enough, and I guarantee one of these videos will take us up to the next level and we will hit our mark. You see, that's what we have to do. We use our conscious mind to actually convince ourselves and assume that we are that person, that you have magnetized that 6-figure business, that you are dating multiple girls that excite you, or you have your girlfriend. And so what we have to do is we have to flood the subconscious mind. This is the key here. It's your attention. This is why locking in and monk mode is so important as one of the foundations on our channel. As you guys see here, I have a rotation of different topics we talk about. So locking in is so important because what locking in does is it takes away your attention from things that are distracting you, from chasing the girls, from chasing the parties, the alcohol, the drugs, and it takes your attention away from those things that are sucking your attention away. So let's just say every single morning you have 100 points of attention. Although those things are just wasteful. But by locking in, we're going to take back some of that attention back on ourselves, and then we're going to take it and we're going to put it elsewhere. We're going to put it on this new assumption that you are this new version of yourself. Then you have to start walking, thinking, and acting like that. Like, for example, right now, like I said, I'm in beautiful Dubai. It's 10 a.m. I'm the only person here working. Guess what? Imagine if I went out partying last night. Imagine if I had a shorty over till like 2, 3 in the morning. Like, I wouldn't be as mentally clear as I am right now. I'm clear. I was up at 5:30 in the morning. I was in bed, a little later, but still 11 o'clock. But I got up on time. I've been up for the last few hours. I'm mentally clear. My attention is not on, oh my God, I'm so drunk or hungover or this shorty, post-nut syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm clear. So I can take that extra attention. Let's just say I would have gave 30 points of attention to all that BS last night, being here in Dubai, but no, because we're locked in, I take that 30 points of attention and I put it on the assumption that I have 100,000 subscribers right here on YouTube. You see how that works? Do that long enough and you actually start to bend reality around you. You start to actually shift the reality around you. The 3D world is plastic and it's based on your consciousness, based on your attention, wherever you're giving your attention. So what we have to do is if we want to magnetize things, we don't chase it. We don't chase the girl. We don't chase the money. We don't chase the business. I don't chase the subscribers. People can feel that energy. It's repulsive. They don't want to be around that. What you do is you attract it. You attract it by your aura. You attract it by fully saturating your subconscious mind with the image and emotions of who you want to be, how you want to live. And you start to magnetize the people, situations, and circumstances that are on the same frequency as you. That's a law of vibration, which means that everything has a frequency. Everything, physical, people, emotion, money, all of it has a vibration. You'll attract those things that are on the same frequency as you. But the only way this will work is if you stop chasing and move into magnetizing. Well, how do you actually magnetize it? By assuming you're that person already. By using your conscious mind, as I am on this video right now, using your conscious mind to flip the switch when you're about to take action. Preferably you like to maintain throughout the day, but let's be honest, we're not perfect here. Can you just maintain state all day? Probably not. But what we want to do is catch ourselves. Oh man, am I acting like that person? Am I showing up as that DeAndre? Am I showing up as that person that would be doing those things? Right? Because you're already clear on what you want, but you have to be clear on who the person would be in order to achieve that. then in that moment you say, okay, you start acting like that person, and in that moment you'll start to assume it, attract it, and everything will start to come into your life in new ways. Guys, if you like content like this, make sure you subscribe below. If you want to join the community where I teach people how to do this, get their life together, go to the next level, build 6 and 7 figure businesses as I have by reprogramming their life, going to the next level, you can check the links in the description below. But without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.